Hey, in today's episode, I want to talk about I scored an epic find at a thrift store on treasure hunting. I got a viral video, and I'm going to share with you guys what's going on in the garden. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I found a thrift store treasure. I mean, this thing is epic. I went to one of my favorite thrift shops and found this. For $25, I picked this little creature up. It's a seeder, an automatic seeder. It came with 6 different cams to accommodate 6 different types of seeds, and on the cams is emblazoned the types of seeds that they will work on. The cams go in these little hopper that you fill up with seed, and you roll that across your garden and it plants the seeds. It's really cool. You can adjust the depth of the seed planted, and it also has an adjustable arm. You can adjust the spacing of your seed rows. Perfect little thing. So I plan on taking the tractor out. I've got that rear tine tiller attachment on the tractor, and I'm going to till this whole area up. And this will be my fodder garden. To grow animal feed like corn and sunflower seeds, comfrey, and some barley, peas for animal feed. So this will be my fodder garden. I'll show you my vegetable garden in a minute. So when I was explaining to my wife about my intentions of building the fodder garden there for the animals, she got a little bit jealous. So she talked me into tilling this up and growing some more plants in there, and I'm going to make her a mutter garden. Anyway, so this gem that I scored at the thrift store, 25 bucks. Yep, it's going to help planting my fodder garden and my mutter garden. And especially the corn, sunflower seeds, and the other peas that need to be spaced and at a certain depth. This is going to make life so much easier. So now on to the rest of the garden. Let's start in the greenhouse. I'll show you what I've got growing in here and what I just planted. I woke up yesterday morning to a frosty morning, so luckily I did not take anything outdoors to ruin. I'm going to wait till June before I move things outdoors. So let me show you what's going on in here. Lettuce, 2 types of tomatoes, hot peppers, zucchini with sunflowers, sunflowers with yellow squash, carrots in a bucket, sunflowers. I planted, what did I plant in here? Cantaloupe. Did not sprout. Over here, sunflowers and another squash. Can't remember what I planted there. Oh, watermelon. Sasquatch, also known as Sam Squatch. Asparagus, I started from seed. I'll be growing those in the raised bed out in the garden soon. Radish, ready to harvest. Spinach, gonna harvest that and plant some more. Spinach mustard, yep, that's ready to harvest. We'll plant some more. Different type of lettuce in both buckets there. Yep. Plenty of greens. Here's my comfrey. It's coming along very well. Here I planted peas to get them started, and I'll put them out in the garden when after they sprout and get about 3 inches high. Corn, did the same here. And cucumbers, we'll be doing the same here. And then of course I got the worms for worm tea, or the worm poop. I put those with the plants and give them a fighting chance at growing. It's really nutritious for them. Also, when I get ready to go fishing, I have bait right here. I also want to special thank you to Marty Rainey, Misty Rainey, Matt Rainey for helping us build this building. Yes. On one of the episodes of, what was the episode we're in? Homestead Rescue. Honey, I Torched the Homestead, Savage Wilderness, and Homestead hacks. Yeah, so let's go to the garden. Radish in this bed with cabbage and cauliflower. Got broccoli and Brussels sprouts here, as well as over there, and more cabbage. I do have some root crops trying to grow up in here also. And I planted a lot of seeds out here, a variety of vegetables. Oops, this is the raised bed I was talking about. I have some asparagus that grew too big. I'll just cut it down, but we've got asparagus growing out here. I already made a meal with some of the asparagus. I pruned my grape back this year, and boy, is it doing wonderful. Got snow peas there. Swiss chard looking mighty healthy. I got a big bed of turnips. I love turnips. And here's some cabbage I started from seed. Got some beets over here. And all this onion I started from seed. Curses, I've got weeds. So on my trellises back there, that's where I'm growing the peas on the front 2 trellises and pickling cucumbers on the back 4, or the back 2 trellises. Anyway, these right here are for my tomato plants. I got a little tool to attach to my drill. I can get in there, dig it up, and cultivate the soil, plant the tomato with some worm castings, and let the tomatoes go to town. This area is for my string beans. I got 2 rows that I'm going to be planting because we love string beans. When I showed you the zucchini, squash, and melons, and also the sunflowers, we're going to lay them out here. I'm not going to plant them. We're growing them in those great big giant buckets. So I got an early start in the greenhouse. They're going to grow, and we're just going to move the buckets out here. Next year I might go a little bit more, but last year I was fine with just 2 zucchini plants and 2 yellow squash plants. We got more than enough to make zoodles for our meals and freeze them. And that's the garden. And now that viral video. Yeah, this video seriously went more viral than any video I have ever produced in the life of my show. It doubled the last, it doubled the last viral video. So this, especially retiring now and having this happen, this is insane. It's on pest control, rats, rodents. So as you know, I've been battling rodents in my house, in my barn, and in my other outbuildings. Especially, they've taken up residence inside the tractor barn. So I came up with different solutions to try to battle them. I've used snap traps, live traps, sticky traps, those ultrasonic sound things, which don't work. None of them work. Those green bait blocks don't work. The mouse bait traps don't work. None of it worked. Snap traps do. The sticky traps, the only thing I ever found in a sticky trap was a tail. Ew. And but I've been coming up with different solutions. I tried putting ammonia around the house to keep them away, planted peppermint around the foundation of the house to repel them. I'm trying everything. In one video I did last year was on plaster of Paris and flour. Yeah, plaster of Paris was the killer. Flour was the attractant. I've tried a bunch of different attractants. There's cement, there's beer, there's pop. But I found the most effective killer was the baking soda. And the most effective attractant I found was cornbread mix. Now, cornbread mix does not kill anything. It's very nutritional. It's very yummy. Anyway, it's the baking soda, and I demonstrate that in that viral video on how it works in the rodents. Now, this past week, around May 18th, I think it was, I reached out to the CEO and president of the Chelsea Milling Company that makes Jiffy cornbread mix with honey. He says that's a fairly new product. It's not available in all retail outlets, but if you can find any kind of attractant to work with baking soda, it's good. Him and I had a really nice conversation. Really nice guy. Family-owned business. He's like 8th generation owning the business and running the business. So it's really neat company and a really cool conversation with the guy. But with that said, that video just absolutely, for some reason, just blew up this week. I mean, blew up. It went up into the stratosphere. That video alone, to be honest with you, it's made me almost $3,000 just since I uploaded it in February. That's a godsend. That really is. And if you guys are wondering how to make a video viral, you don't. You just make content, and it's like a crapshoot in Las Vegas. You don't know which video is going to take off and get anchored and get the views. I've had another video, a couple of other videos. One of my top grossing videos is how a poor man can buy cheap property. That is the other video that went viral twice. When it goes viral, it doesn't stay viral. It goes back down, then it hit another market and went viral again, as you saw in this graph. But this Kill Rats Dead with cornbread mix, that thing is viral and it's effective. Somebody asked me, did I just invent a new mousetrap? I just came up with a formula that works. I was desperate. It's effective. And get this, it not only kills rats and mice, as a bonus, it kills ants, roaches, food moths, I think squirrels and chipmunks and gophers, moles and voles. Yes. But it won't kill dogs and cats. And the little beast, when it's dead, is safe to eat. Because if you're using plaster and leaving plaster out, I worry about my livestock getting into it and meeting their demise also, and as well as other critters. I've heard said it's also dangerous for birds. I don't know that for sure, but be careful what when you're using it. I keep this in a closed container, put it in a location where the rats frequent and the rodents frequent, just to get them and not the other creatures and livestock. So I'm careful where I place it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. We're geographically located west-southwest of Crater Lake National Park. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing, then clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up. Click that share button. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms really helps out, especially Kill Rats Dead with Cornbread Mix. That is getting out. It's getting worldwide attention, and it's really helping folks in Australia right now too. I'm getting a lot of viewers from Australia. Please be safe. Always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye now.